Hey guys, Liquid here, and today I'm going to be talking about a recent announcement that just happened at the recent Nintendo Direct on September 5th, 2019, where basically it was announced that Moon Remix RPG Adventure, the PS1 game, will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. Apparently the Japanese release date is October 10th. I don't believe the worldwide release is listed for fourth quarter, so at some point in the year, hopefully. Basically, what this means is, people who don't know, Moon Remix RPG Adventure is it's a game for the PS1 that was sort of a satire on JRPGs, basically, and it was never brought over anywhere from Japan. Like, it never got any sort of localization. To my understanding, like, there's not really even much like fan translation or anything like that. But I did recently, a few years back, I went through it, and I have a Let's Play on my channel where I played through it and translated to the best of my ability. And it is I would say it's a very good game. And the fact that it's now being able to be enjoyed by a wide audience, I think is very good and I think that it will appeal to a lot of people, but I don't know that many people even know that it exists. So I just wanted to make this video basically just saying that when Moon Remix RPG Adventure comes out, if you have a Nintendo Switch, I would say go play it. I had recently made I wanted to make a long scripted video, actually analyzing and kind of doing like this big long form review type thing, but I kind of realized that that's not really my strong suit. I'm just not really good at describing why I like things and whatnot, and so it mainly just turned into me just kind of explaining the systems of the game. But just to give a little summary, basically is, when you'll probably see this game described often as an anti-RPG, where, like I said before, it's kind of like it's basically a satire of JRPGs from the 90s in a lot of ways, where it takes a lot of the tropes and whatnot that you come to expect from a JRPG and basically just twists them around and plays with them. I describe it as you don't really get that many spoofs and parodies, like serious spoofs or parodies in video games. I feel there are a lot of like little short one-off things, like Duty Call. There was this little Flash game I think called like Duty Calls, where it was like a Call of Duty parody, where you get going around and like it's just super macho action dude, that type of thing. But there aren't that many straight up, full games that are dedicated to like just like quote unquote deconstructing a genre. Like what comes to mind is like Scream, the horror movie Scream, being sort of like a introspection on horror movies, sort of, where in JRPGs, it's sort of come to expect it. You sort of come to expect that, the hero sets out on a journey, and along the way, he's gonna kill a lot of wildlife and whatnot to gain experience, because that's what you do in a JRPG. Whereas in Moon, sort of the whole goal of the game actually is that you don't actually play as the quote unquote hero of the game, where basically the whole goal of the game is that you're basically trying to resurrect animals and whatnot that the hero has come along killing for experience. And so there's not really any traditional JRPG action or anything. Like, it's more of an adventure puzzle game almost than a that just happens to take place in a JRPG world. And the world is pretty small, like, for compared to like JRPGs and whatnot, but there are a lot of characters that like there's like one main kind of city that you kind of keep come back to. And like every now and then you'll like adventure off into like the wilderness, and like there's like some other kind of population centers out there. But all the characters like have like their own little schedules and whatnot, and because like there's actually like a day-night system and days, and like there are different days of the week where like people will be at different places at different times, and all the characters have like their own personalities, and it's just like you really get to know everyone and all that. And one of the great things about it is one of the rewards for playing more is the ability to play more, where instead of like leveling up and becoming stronger, when you help people out, or you revive more animals, you actually get the ability to you like unlock love, which basically is like your like instead of having experience points, you have love, and as you accumulate more and more love, what you have to do is you have to stay up longer, because the way it works is like you have to you have like in the beginning it's like you can stay up like 8 hours or so before you have to go to sleep or it's game over. Whereas as you level up, as you gain love and level up, you can stay up longer and longer, and like just explore, which lets you explore the world more, go further out without having to worry about going back home and all that. And so, like I said, like the reward is being able to see more of the content, because like there is so much interesting stuff and characters and whatnot that personally, it was always very I always found myself very excited when I leveled up, and I just felt like as the anxiety of like I need to go back to my bed and rest or whatever went away, and I was able to explore the world and whatnot. But without further rambling, I think I'm going to wrap up the video there. I just wanted to get the word out, spread the word that Moon Remix RPG Adventure is finally coming to the West officially. Check it out if if you've been wanting to play it, or even if this is your very first time hearing of it, go check it out, especially if you're a fan of JRPGs, because it is, like I said, it's an introspective look. Like it's a video game giving an introspective look on video games that you don't really see that often, and I really enjoyed my time with it. So yeah, that's it for now, folks. Your normally scheduled programming will hopefully continue in the future. I get to continue sometime soon, because I haven't really been recording Let's Plays and whatnot too much, but I do have a little bit of a backlog of other stuff, so I might put that up. But hopefully you guys are doing well, and until next time, liquid out.